Good morning and welcome back to the channel. So today I thought we'd do a little 1000 kilometer update on the V-Strom, how it's been, and the accessories I've installed since I got it. Haven't actually installed too many accessories, to be honest. It's not like the ADV bar. I've absolutely put everything bar the kitchen sink on it. So we'll take a quick wee run up to my favourite filming place. Up Eden. Yeah, so the V-Strom, how's it been for its first 1000 kilometers? What's it been like to live with? Well, since my initial impressions video, yeah, I'm actually really enjoying it, and riding it, certainly it is a joy to ride. Really enjoying it. It behaves itself on the road really well, corners really well, banks really well, or leans, whichever you want to call it. It's got a good weight balance when it's moving. Maybe not so much when it's not moving, or I'm not riding it and I'm trying to move it by hand. Yeah, it is. It's a heavy lump. I struggle sometimes moving it by hand. I'm kind of getting the hang of it a bit, ways to do it. So the weight I am still getting used to when I'm just moving the bike by hand. But apart from that, yeah, it's smooth. Obviously I haven't taken the engine up too fast yet, because obviously it's still to get its first PMS, which, like I said, will be this week. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. No idea how much this first PMS is going to cost. The labour is free, but the parts aren't. Now, I believe the only thing it's going to need is maybe an oil change. Checkpoint. I believe the only thing it needs in its first PMS is an oil change. Not entirely sure. I need to check. Like it says, I believe the labour's free. You just have to pay for the parts. I'll say this much for it, it is rapid, this bike. It is rapid. It fair shifts. I wonder where that road goes. No idea. I'm going to park up here anyways, and we'll continue the video up here.
So the first thing I installed obviously had to be a top box with a proper motorbike. There is a lack of storage, not having a U-box that you would normally have in a scooter. So that was the very first thing I had to do, and it was a completely necessary thing to do. Where did I get the top box? I got that at a place called Best 3J's Moto Hub, I think it was called, in Kabawi. Second thing I got installed was crash guards. Upper crash guards, which had a bracket built onto them for the auxiliary lights, and lower crash guards. These I got from Big Bike Protech, who I found on the Suzuki V-Strom club on Facebook. Really solid brackets, crash guards, absolutely solid, powder coated. Should give the bike a bit of protection if I drop it, or when I drop it. Probably the latter, seeing as it's so heavy. Yeah, so big shout out to Big Bike Protech. The crash guards were installed by Dalton's, who are in Torrell. He's really good, so he installed them for me, saved me trying to figure out what bolts went where. Obviously new clamp mount for my Insta360 with a support clamp for when I extend the pole, saves it bouncing and slipping, etc. Motowheel phone holder with USB and wireless charging. Again, that's something I use all the time, so that was a must-have. Shoe extender. Yeah, needed a shoe extender for the side stand. Whilst the one on it was quite good, this one's a lot more sturdy and a lot more stable, so it does a better job. And the last thing that I did was auxiliary lights. So I got AES GR6s with a dimmer on it, so you can obviously dim them down and use them as daytime running lights. Dimmer switch and on-off switch here. They were supplied and installed by Boss 3J LED Works in Davao. I've used him for a couple of bikes. He's very good, very fast. Looks after his regular customers. Yeah. So in general, how's the bike been? It's behaved itself. I'm getting an average on long rides, an average of 42 kilometers a litre. Obviously I have been babying it and not going absolutely crazy, so there is that. But over the course of 1,000 kilometers, that's actually a pretty not bad fuel return, so very happy with that. Not had any mechanical issues, any real problems with the bike at all. It's been actually very flawless. So yeah, really enjoying the bike. We'll see how it goes after its first PMS and take it from there. So the first PMS is 1,000 kilometers, and then the next PMS is 4,000 after that. So it'll be at 5,000, so we can then do a 5,000 kilometer update. So yeah, that's the V-Strom 250SX and the accessories I've installed. Nice motor, highly recommended. Totally different from driving my ADV or riding my ADV. Took me a wee while to get used to the clutch. Still getting used to it to a degree. Yeah, loving it. Plenty more practice to come yet. Need to get used to it a hell of a lot more. So yeah, we will take it from there. So anyway, just a short video, just to give it a little bit of an update. and I'll catch you on the next video. Bye bye.